Hey, what's going on everybody? It's B Plus back with yet another recap snapshot video. Thank you so much for being here with me. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, you know that I do a lot and I cover Christian hip hop and Christian rap music, but every once in a while I like stepping outside of the genre and I like just talking about an album that just means a whole lot to me, and that's what we're going to be doing today when we take a look at Antoine Bradford's debut album called Light Will Find You. So really quick story before I get into this this recap snapshot. The first time I heard Antoine Bradford, I didn't know I was listening to Antoine Bradford. The first time I heard him was on a project by Social Club Misfits. He was on a track called Awkward Part 2. I believe he went by ABIV or ABIV. I'm not sure which one it is. But I thought he did a great job on the song, so I started following his music on Spotify, I believe it was. And then he released an EP, I think, and he had a song on there called Back on Course, and it had like a Music Soul Child type vibe to it, at least to me it did. Really enjoyed the song, and then it just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, and I never heard the song again. Side note, I would like to hear that song again. It's a very dope track. And then fast forward about maybe 3 years ago, I was on Spotify once again, and I came across an album called Even in the Dark by Antoine Bradford. I made the connection, those are the same person. And then I jumped back an EP from Even in the Dark to, I believe it's called Dear Struggling Christian. So if you put it all together, this is like one long sentence. It's Dear Struggling Christian, actually I should go this way. Dear Struggling Christian, even in the dark, light will find you. So what we're gonna be doing today is just taking a quick snapshot of this project, then I'll come back at the end and share a few thoughts. So without any further ado, let's get into this music.
For me, turning my night into morning. There goes the sun. The darkest time in the darkest time. The wave crashes again with the weight of my sin, and I'm carried out to see the light, the light, the light of the world is shining, shining all around. I can see the break of dawn. I
know you guys were enjoying the music. Now, if this is your first time checking out Antoine Bradford's music, you're probably trying to figure out what type of genre to exactly put him into. It's impossible. Stop trying. I like to call him an alternative, indie, gospel, Motown, gospel singer-songwriter. That's what I like to call him. You can call him whatever you want. Just call his music good. Now, if this is your first time checking out my channel, what I normally like to do with my recap countdowns is I kind of lump things into like 4 categories: my favorite bars, my favorite beats, my favorite tracks, and my favorite features. I'll kind of do like a small condensed version of that here. When it comes to just like his bars, anybody who can take the time to kind of craft all their EPs and then to land it with a debut album, you really need to take some time and really listen to the words of these songs. The harmonies are there. Man, he just really does a good job of just really articulating himself. Especially the song that comes to mind is Rescue. Just how he just kind of paints that picture of being ensnared. And that first verse was just, it was mind blowing. I'll head over to talk a little bit about in this case, not beats, but just the arrangement of the songs in and of itself. I'm a broken record on my channel. I talk about it all the time. If you're not listening to music with over-ear headphones or just like in a car with a nice system, sometimes you're doing yourself a disservice. And even with this project here, the harmonies, the bass line, the guitar, everything, you just need a nice sound system to really enjoy this project. Moving over to some of my favorite songs on here, obviously, all the singles like Trustin' You, Rescue. I mentioned Rescue earlier. Those are some of my favorites, but The Sun is probably one of my favorites. And my overall favorite song on this project is Break of Dawn. Montel Fish was excellent on there. The song was arranged beautifully. And speaking of features, let's talk about a few of the features. I am a new I'm a new listener to Shua and his music, so enjoyed him as well. And lastly, Sarah's Yours. I think I'm pronouncing her last name right, but they just have a really good chemistry on every track they're on. They also have a song together on Sarah's latest project. What's the name of the song? It's going to drive me crazy. I'm just going to look it up real quick. The name of the song is Splendor of Life. Great song. Like I said, they have very great chemistry with one another. So that's his Antoine Bradford's debut project, Light Will Find You. Make sure you go on all streaming platforms and check it out there. Make sure you go over to AntoineBradford.com. You can find out the chords to play some of the songs. You can find lyrics. You can find tour, how to book them, all that good stuff. And then also, he's a good follow on Twitter as well. I think it's Antoine B Music. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it, if that's wrong, I'll put it up on the screen what his real handle is. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and checking out this project. And until next time, peace in, confusion out, and be positive.